Hey guys, Jacob with Jacob Comics. Happy New Comic Book Day, October 23rd, 2024. I hope all you guys found all your books in your cubby, on the new comic book shop wall, or mailed to you. However you guys get your books, I hope you found all the books that you're looking for this week. I know I did. Here in the, oops, there's no loud mysterious black bag. I forgot it. I'm sorry. Oh no. Well, in the rush, there was 7 books this week, so it took me sorry about the late upload today. It took me a little while to get through reading them all. Put them all in an order like usual, from least favorite to favorite, and we'll talk about them. Spoiler free, no spoilers, just kind of what I thought about them and the setup and everything. Alright guys, now before we get dived into the 7 books, huge week for me. I do want to let you guys know we still have the Jacob Comics 9/8 mystery boxes available. Click the links below. Hit me up on Instagram. That's the best way to get a hold of them. Right now we're throwing in 5 free store exclusives. So you get 3 trade dresses, 2 virgins, retail value of $105 on just the exclusives alone. And you still get whatever 9/8 slab. Chance at the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, The Last Ronin #1, signed 5 times by Kevin Eastman and the whole crew. If you want more info, definitely hit me up, or there's a longer video. Alright guys, let's get dived into the books that I got this week. Starting off in the number 7 slot, I didn't actually dislike any of the books I read this week. I had fun with them all for different reasons, but I ended up putting this in the number 7 slot just because it was so simple, and this book's still definitely written for all ages. You know, it's not too deep. It's very surface level, but that's kind of what's been fun about it. And the art has always been super outstanding. And so it's just been a fun run. It continues that. We introduced this new character, the Spider Girl. I did go ahead and pick up one of the variant covers in case she turns out to be super popular, which I don't really know. It landed in the number 7 spot, so I wasn't like completely enthralled with her introduction, nor do I really think it's a super interesting enough character that we're gonna, she's gonna be running her own title soon. I highly doubt that from what we got, but she's interesting. And I don't want to spoil much more than that. You know what I'm saying? I think, if you've been enjoying this run, if you want something that's lighthearted, I'd give Spider-Boy a recommend still. And this is like Marvel's horror book right now, honestly. This thing's just all horror, all kinds of Cthulhu type madness. And so in my number 6 spot, I have Incredible Hulk 18. And I think I realized why I haven't been enjoying this run as much as of late, as I read the indica on this issue, like the first little page that has, kind of brings you back up to speed. And it's just like so much is going on and so much has happened that is all very Cthulhu in the madness, and in and of that, like, is a little hard to grasp this idea of everything that's going on. Though I get what's going on. It's just so much, and it's very, very in depth. And I'm assuming that's Philip Kennedy Johnson's specialty is kind of building out a whole universe, because that's what's going on here. We're building out a whole new area for the Hulk to explore, and he, in that, kind of is starting to not exactly feel like Hulk anymore. It's starting to really feel like this crazy far out horror title, which I think that's what he's going for. And I love Nick Klein's art on this book, and it fits this weird like horror book, and so I'm still picking it up, man, because it's this different flavor of most of the other stuff that I'm reading, and a type of book that I usually don't like, but I think because it's the Hulk, I'm still like entertained by it, and I definitely am sticking it out because I still want to find out what happens with the girl character, who we're finally getting some stuff now, and I think something seriously cool could be happening with her character in the next issue. So we'll see. Stay tuned to see how I rate the next issue, and yeah. So in my number 5 spot, I usually put these like crazy high when I really like them. But I kind of thought this was a good week for comics, honestly. And even though I did really like this, I think some of the other books nailed what they were going for more. So I put Conquest 2099 issue number 2 in the number 5 spot. I can't say anything bad about the issue. It was really good. The artwork's great. We get 2 spectacular splash pages, and yeah, man, it was just it was kind of your average comic, I think, is maybe what's going on there. Like I know what's gonna happen before it happens because it's that kind of comic, you know what I mean? But hey, for that, they're hitting all the notes. They're leaving me with a smile on my face, and the art's really awesome. I actually gotta shout that out. In my number, I'm moving on. There wasn't much more to say about it. We still get some more Wolverine, future Wolverine as Nova. It's cool. In my number, where are we at? 4, right? Yeah. In my number 4 spot, I have X Factor number 3. One of the side X books that I'm actually like really enjoying. And it's just, I don't know. It's like this weird boys comedic stuff is going on. It's really hard to kind of explain it without fully spoiling it. But I will say there's a character I think she first appears in the last issue, in issue 2. I don't think I've ever met her before. Correct me in the comments if I'm wrong, if you've seen her before. This grandma character that's her mutant power is that she's like unkillable, and she kind of wrecks shop in this issue, and it's absolutely hilarious. I love I think her name's like Granny Smite or something like that. She's hilarious, and I'm having a lot of fun. This book's just fun, man, and it's funny. It's tongue in cheek, kind of cracking jokes at TikTok and the government and social media influencers, and I think it's a book I'm looking forward to. I actually read it first this week because I was really looking forward to it, because it always puts a smile on my face and makes me giggle. Okay. So we're going to start with, we're hitting into the top books, and this is where I've got some DC All-In hidden in. The first issue of Dan Water and Dexter Soy's run on Nightwing. Nightwing 119. And I almost kind of didn't continue with this, just because I started reading Nightwing because people were saying the Tom Taylor run's so good, and Nightwing's probably not a character that I would normally collect every issue, and he's not my favorite. He's a cool character. But I went ahead because I've got all the other issues leading up to this one. I said, why not give this one a chance? And I really liked it. I was like, man, Dan Water's writing was really good. We set up kind of this new bad guy that I don't even think we get the name for him, but he's creepy. I love his dialogue, and the art by Dexter Soy was a complete departure from what we've been getting on Nightwing, but I really liked it. Like it was more defined and almost a more realistic look, and I was like, man, this actually could be a really good run. I like this start. I like this art. they kind of had one shot to win me over, guys. Like I was gonna get it. If I didn't like it, that was probably gonna be it for Nightwing. I really enjoyed it. Continuing on with Nightwing. All right, in the number 2 spot, just hitting it out of the park with the Uncanny X-Men and the X-Men books. Marvel is right now, man. They really are. These books are great. This relaunch is so good. Is X-Men number 6 by McKay. And this issue is so good. Like the characters, interactions with each other. There's some action. We don't get a lot of action though. We're really fleshing out this team, the dynamics of this team, who's who. And it just, I loved it, dude. Guys, it took me back to the days of reading comics as a kid when you didn't have to have, and you know, we got one of the new characters that she's actually starting to be kind of interesting, man. And there's another new character introduced, who I don't even think we exactly know what her powers are, but I can't say much. I can't say more. This run's just really good. We don't get Stegman on the interiors, but Diaz, I actually kind of am liking his art more, and I'm fine if Stegman just wants to do covers and with Diaz interiors. Hey, because the art on this one's really good too. So I gotta actually shout that out, and if you guys are X-Men fans, on the thinking about maybe trying these new X-Men books, you're not sure, really gotta say, there's 3 titles I would, if you're just looking for your X-Men main basics, then Uncanny X-Men and X-Men are great. If you're looking for something a little interesting and a little thought-provoking and funny, I definitely recommend X Factor. So into my number 1 book, I've got Detective Comics. Tom Taylor coming over from Nightwing, bringing with him Mikel Janin, whose art in this is absolutely amazing. He's got, I don't know, some of the guys. Keep a watching, check it out, because I don't know if he can keep this up. This is such intricate, beautiful work in this book. The interiors are amazing. I don't know that he can keep this up on a monthly basis, but if he can, wow. Because it was, oh man, this is such a good issue. We set up some stuff. We're going back into the past, and we have these scenes of Bruce's parents before the unfortunate incident. And I'm just like, I'm enthralled with the artwork, and I'm, I could easily have fallen out of this book because there's kind of so little of Batman in it and not much action to speak of. But the art was just, beautiful to look at. These, just a scene of an operating table or a room where his father was working, and he was like a surgeon basically, right? And I'm all in on this book. Pun intended. This was really good. Tom Taylor's run on Nightwing was amazing, and you can already tell with this, he has been waiting to tell this story. He's had this story. He's been waiting till he got the Batman gig. It's going to be good. It's going to be good. I'm so stoked, guys. I'm so stoked that Detective is good again, because Ram V's run with that horror art, I just wasn't feeling it, guys. It was not what I was looking for. That's what I'm looking for. Some adult storytelling, Detective Comics, made for those of us that have been collecting comics forever and want some adult storytelling with some adult realistic art, gotta definitely recommend Detective Comics. And the art that you get here on the front cover is Janine, but you gotta see his backgrounds. You've got to see his backgrounds. They are amazing. That's what I have today, guys. As always, if you do like this kind of content, like, comment, and subscribe. Helps the YouTube algorithm spread me out like peanut butter. We'll see you guys next time, and have a great day.